So since I'm very desperate for attention, I asked you guys to ask me questions so I can answer them to make a video so I can make more views. So let's just get right into it. Our first question is from Kyle H, and he says, what size are your ears at right now? What methods, balms, etc. would you recommend for stretching? Now, I'm by no means an expert in any of this stuff, as I've mentioned in my other videos, and I can make a whole video about this, and I might actually do that. Now, both of my ears are actually at 7/16, and I say both because if you guys watch my other videos, I actually kind of fucked up this ear at one point, but it's actually fixed now, so they're both at that size. They're both at 7/16. And as far as methods go, I would just say make sure you just respect your motherfucking ears. Just really take care of them, know your body, know your limits, and just do things very, very slowly. Do them at your own pace. Now, in terms of actual products that I use, I don't really use anything except for that stretching balm that I showcased in my ear stretching video. Pretty much the only thing I use. The bottom line is just to be really careful when you're stretching. The next question is from Biscuit Bear, and they're asking about my whole kitchen job and the story about how I got fired and stuff like that. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I might actually make a video about that, just because me getting fired from that job actually kick-started a bunch of shit in my life. So that's actually going to be a video I'm going to be doing very soon. Next question is from DD-Son1. DD-Son1? D-Don-Son1. And they ask, how old are you? And also, what is your favorite character from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Well, first, let me just get this out of the way. There is a correct answer to your second question, and that is Toph. Any other answer is unacceptable. Maybe Iroh. Iroh and Toph. Iroh. And how old am I? I just turned 20 years old this past November. So happy belated birthday to me. See, for me, turning 20 was really weird because now technically I'm no longer a teenager. I'm just a full-on adult, or at least I think so. 10 or 11-year-old me thinking 20 years old was like a big, huge thing. Like, oh, 20 years old, I didn't have my life set, you know, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Next question is from Kakaljin. Kakaljin. I'm sorry if I'm destroying your names. They're kind of stupid. And they ask, how tall are you? I am a whopping 5'3". I know, I'm fun size. They also ask, can you try putting your leg behind your head? I am not going to embarrass myself purely for your... Come on. Yeah. Clearly I wasn't a ballerina in my past life. Thank you for reminding me. The next question is by AllJPlays, and he asks, how many chickens do you let out the trap on the snakeskin? Now listen, after many sleepless nights and hours of deciphering and decoding and all this shit, I could not for the life of me understand what the fuck you were asking me. Just attempting to utilize what little brain power I have to try to answer that question, if that was what it was, it's really not worth it. But I guess this is an AMA, so I guess I have to give some sort of answer. So the best answer that I can possibly come up with would probably be titties. Next question is from Johnny the Ninth, and he asks, have you considered getting any more piercings? If so, which ones? I've actually thought about getting a lot of other piercings now that I have more piercings. I've been thinking about either vertical labret, the anti-eyebrow. I just learned the name of that today. My second hole's pierced in my ears, and one that I'm really strongly considering are the dahlia bites. If you don't know what dahlia bites are, look them up. They look pretty fucking cool. Now, Shays Gaming asks, what is the hardest part of transitioning? Well, since I kind of just came out like a couple months ago, I haven't really transitioned anything except, well, except my clothes. But other than that, I really haven't done much in my life yet. But if I could guess what I'd probably have the most trouble with, it would probably be my voice. I feel like everything else I'm pretty lucky in the fact that I don't have a super masculine body, so that's kind of good. But my voice, although it's not super deep, you know, it's not exactly feminine. But I've been known to have pretty good control over my voice, so if I get some sort of training or vocal coaching or anything like that, I have a pretty Jesus Christ, why do I fucking have to burp every time I completely lost my train of thought. Next question is from Sinister Liz, and they ask, what's your favorite music artist and why are you so cool? So to answer the latter, I was just born this way. When I left my mother's womb and I was out in the open world and they slapped my ass, you know what happened to the doctor that slapped my ass? You know, I don't really know where I was going with that. Anyways, for your first question, I actually listen to basically any type of music except for country. Sorry. But I listen to everything from pop to rap to metal to dubstep to soundtracks to movies and stuff like that and orchestral arrangements. I listen to everything, again, except for country. But some artists have stuck with me throughout the years, and that includes Flyleaf, of course, Evanescence, Kina Grannis, Lady Gaga, Devil Wears Prada, System of a Down for sure, and just a bunch of other artists. Now the next question is from Louis Evil, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but basically they're asking if I'm cool with people asking me questions about me and my transition and all this other stuff. And the basic answer is, yeah, I'm fine with it. I'm pretty open about this stuff anyway, so go for it. And Josh Borden asks, even though they're why is it when I'm in front of a fucking camera, I automatically turn illiterate? Why? Why is that? Josh Borden asks, pause, even though they are usually random, what are your favorite things to do in the vlogs you make, and are those your favorite types of videos? Why is this so fucking hard for me? To answer the question, the best part about those vlogs are actually just being able to spend time with my friends and do fun stuff with them. When I look back at the videos, I kind of cringe because, I don't know, I'm not too proud of most of my vlogs. But when I watch them, I actually kind of get a weird feeling of nostalgia, even if the vlog is only a few months old. I just like looking at past me and past things that I've done with me and my friends and stuff like that. And in terms of favorite types of videos, I would say probably my vlogs are the most fun to shoot, just because they're kind of impromptu. You know, I have a basic idea of what's gonna happen, nothing too solid, and that's what I like about it. You know, it's kind of just life, you know. One of the reasons I won't do daily vlogs is because I don't think my life is that interesting to do daily vlogs. That's why I would just rather do stuff that's cool. Carlos Ramirez asks, did you decide on a goal size for your stretched ears? I actually have, now that my ears are past my old goal. Of course, my goals kind of change, as with anybody with stretched ears, you know that, you know, you just, you know, I'm not even going to cut this out, because I just want you guys to know the struggle and the mental integrity it takes for me to do this. When I edit these that's a whole rant for another video. Anyways, basic answer, next goal size, 1 inch. I might fucking change it, who knows. Okay, Christian Colin asks, Poplio. Okay, these aren't real English words, right? I'm not just being retarded here. Poplio, Litten, or Rowlet. Those sound like Pokemon names. I'm actually gonna look that up. Oh shit, they actually are Pokemon. The starter ones, I assume? Okay, I guess Rowlet is the nicest one of the bunch. I mean, I'm not a Pokemon fan. Next question is from Design for Disaster. And they ask, if you can go to any country, only one, specified, only one, for free, where would it be and why? Love you, smiley face, heart, hashtag Ask Gabrielle. Another reply saying, oh my god, hashtag Gabrielle. I want to go to so many places, but if I had to choose one, it would probably be Japan, just because I like the Japanese culture and I feel like the landscape is just gorgeous. And you know, you have the cityscape like Tokyo, and then you have like the rural side. I fucking hate that word. Next question is the Prime Initiative. She asks, do you like girls? If so, what kind of girls do you like? I guess I forgot to mention that in the coming out video, but yeah, I'm still into girls, so technically that would make me a lesbian, which is kind of weird when you really think about it. I guess in terms of my ideal girl, just someone that I can just chill with and be open about, someone who's, I don't know, kind of just like me. Not necessarily trans, but just someone I can resonate with. Especially someone I can be really fucking weird with. Because off camera, I can be one weird fucking person. I even weird myself out sometimes. And that's saying something, because I'm weird. But I'm weirder than... I'm just... Okay. Next question. Now this last question is actually from somebody who asked another question, but they kind of found a loophole in the system. And since I asked this on both Instagram and YouTube, they left one on each, so technically, I have to answer this question. But don't let that happen again. You know what'll happen? Nothing, because I'll probably just answer it again. Anyways, continuing, they ask, what makes you happiest? Like deep down inside, what fills your soul with absolute bliss? Now this kind of might be a weird answer, but the things that make me the happiest are being able to do the things that I like. And what I mean by that exactly is just being able to live in the moment and do whatever it is I'm into at that any given moment. So if I'm writing something that I'm really into, or if I'm editing a video that I'm really liking, or I'm playing a video game that I'm really into, or even just hanging out with my friends and having a really good time, I like those moments because a lot of times I'm pretty conscious about that moment and thinking that later on I'm going to think back to that moment and just feel nostalgia. Like I'll have an immediate feel of nostalgia for my future self thinking of nostalgia. I just really fucked up this heartwarming answer. And that is all the time we have today, folks. Well, that's all the questions we have, rather. Now I'm happy a lot more people actually ask questions this time. I like answering these questions. Now as my channel periodically grows, I'll probably do these more often. And hopefully I get a lot of, new interesting questions to really make me think. And, what am I supposed to fucking say at the end of this? Okay, listen. If you stuck around to the end of this video, congratulations. It's probably one of you. How about you guys in the comments right now leave me something that I have to say for the next video as an outro. So you can do anything, kind of like give yourself a shout out or say something really funny that I can do for my my outro, and I'll just pick the one that I like the most and I'll put it for my next video. And if yours doesn't get picked for another Gabby Talks video, you can comment again and maybe I'll pick yours that time. I think I just said nap time. That time. Although I could use a nap time. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock. Alright, well I'm going to segue that into, I'm going to take a nap right after I hit stop recording on this camera, and I guess I'll see you guys in my next video? Yeah, leave your outro ideas down there. I desperately No, yeah, I just finished the video. Kinda, because I don't know how to fucking end these things. Oh, I forgot to stop recording. Oops.